Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dano, aka Daniela, and I want to make this video because I made this video earlier, but I got a little update on the incident, so I thought that I'd just remake the video. I've been thinking about it ever since I heard and read this article. It is so sad that this continues to happen, especially in our community. I mean, it is downright sad. I mean, it really is. Just in case if you guys haven't been, following the news and stuff like that, and I'm sure this probably won't make national news, but there are a lot of online news sources, alternative news sites that are reporting about this incident that happened. I believe it was early October 16th. The daughter of the Olympic sprinter Tyson Gay, his daughter was shot and killed 2 a.m. in the morning. Now that's the new bit of information that I found out, that because I mentioned in my previous video that there was an incident that happened last year or early this year. It may have been, I believe it was early this year, when the it was 3 young females. They hijacked some dude's car. They were out early in the morning. I think it was like 1 a.m. in the morning, messing around with some grown-ass dude in his 30s. Something went wrong. I can't remember exactly what happened, but they stole dude's car. They went on a joyride, and the cops ended up chasing these 3 young girls. They were teenagers. I think they were like, 2 of them were 15, the other one was 16. And they went on a police chase. At the end of the police chase, these 3 girls ended up, I believe, in a golf course or a graveyard. I'm not sure which, but they ended up in a swamp or like a pond out there, and the 3 young girls ended up drowning. The cops, once when the car went in, the cops stopped the car, and they didn't want to go in and save them because they felt that it was too dangerous, or at least that's what they said. And I could totally understand, because I believe this happened down in Florida. And of course, there's alligators down there. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. You're not going to be able to see, they could very well drown and die too. So I can understand why they didn't go and save these girls. But I remember the girls, I remember one detail that they said about the girls, that they were like banging on the window and screaming, for the cops to help them, and the cops stood there and did not help them, and that's what made a lot of people upset. That the fact that they didn't help these young girls, and they think that there was some racist intent. Who knows? But either way, it was sad. But I had a little less sympathy and empathy for the family, not really the girls, because they're kids. Girls are going to be girls. Girls are going to be wild. Kids are going to be wild and untamed. If they aren't being tamed by their parents, if they aren't being raised properly, they're going to be that way, and it's not necessarily their fault. Even though they do know right from wrong, they're still developing physically and mentally. So you can't put the blame on the kids. I don't even put 30% of the blame on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand that they do have their own minds, but we gotta understand the psychology of teenagers, of children. They don't fully think things out. And we, as adults, we should all know that, because we were once teenagers. I was a teenager less than 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I can totally understand. And that's why I'm empathetic and sympathetic for the children, that they lost their lives, doing something they shouldn't have done. But the parents, I hold almost entirely the blame on them, because it's like, why is your daughter out here? Why are your daughters out here 1 a.m. in the morning hanging out with grown-ass men? So, before I read a little bit more about the story, I didn't know that this incident took place 4 a.m. the morning. 4 a.m. in the morning. That's crazy. I mean, look, I am not taking the blame off of these dudes who killed this girl, because they are the ones who ultimately took that girl's life. You know, even though I place the blame of them killing her on them, also I place that blame on her parental guardian, whoever that may be, her father or her mother. But I believe that her father and mother don't live together, and I believe she lived with her mother. So I put that blame on her, because why is your daughter out 4 a.m. in the morning? Sorry, it's 1 a.m. here and I'm tired as hell already. But why is your daughter out 4 a.m. with friends getting food at, I think the restaurant's called a Cookout? Why are they out 4 a.m. getting food? Teenagers, 15-year-olds. I don't even think you can get your fucking license. I mean, they live in, I believe, Kentucky, which is only one state away from here. So I think that their laws are basically similar to Ohio's. But what the fuck is your daughter doing out 4 a.m. in the morning by herself with no adult? So yeah, I do place some of the blame on her parental guardian, whoever that may be, because you should not be letting your child. I tell you this, when I have kids, my kids are going to be home. When they're underage, they're going to be home before sundown, unless I know that they're with an adult that I can trust. Because if not, they're not going to, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be an overprotective and over-guarding parent. I'm not going to be, sheltering my kids or anything like that, but I'm going to be very responsible, because when you look at all these kids who are killed young, most of these kids who die young don't die of cancer young. They don't die from AIDS or anything like that at a young age. They mostly die from incidents that could have been prevented if the parents were more responsible. Like the 3 young girls who drowned, this young girl who was shot in her neck. If her parents were being more responsible, I bet you every day, every night since her daughter was killed, whoever, I believe the mother's parental guardian, I bet ever since the day her daughter died, she thinks about, only if I told my daughter to stay home, only if I went out with my daughter, or only if I would have been more responsible with my daughter, she would not be dead right now. Because right now, keep it 100% honest, that young girl is sitting on a slab somewhere, being prepared to be buried. And that's sad. That is fucking sad, man. I can just imagine if that was my daughter or something, you know what I'm saying? I don't have kids, but I can understand. I can be sympathetic towards that. I can understand the plight of the parents. I can understand their struggle, their pain and stuff. I can be empathetic towards that. I can see it, and I know that is probably one of the greatest pains ever to get that news that your daughter died, especially when it comes out of nowhere, when it's not expected. I can understand if your daughter was terminally ill or something like that. It would kind of be a little bit more easier to digest, just because that it was coming, that pending doom was coming. But to be at home or to be at work, and say if you're not the parental guardian of your child, you're at work or you're somewhere, and you get that call that your daughter died, I wouldn't even know what to think. I mean, my mind would be fucked up, like, stop playing. I mean, it would literally, I feel like I would be in a Twilight Zone. That stuff is devastating, and it's sad, because this young girl was, trying to be, I think, following her father's footsteps, with the Olympics. I think she was an Olympic sprinter just like her dad. Also, I believe she was a cheerleader too. And now all that is gone because of this senseless crime. A father and fucking son wanting to kill each other. This young girl would not be dead if her parents were or her parental guardian was more responsible, and if these fucking knuckleheads We're not here trying to kill each other. I mean, fucking father and son trying to kill each. Like what? I mean, just like the Bible says, you know, the father, the mother, the son will turn against the father, and the mother against the daughter. I mean, just look at the prophecies and tell me that we're not living in these end times. I mean, it's crazy. The father is fucking 38 years old, which is fucking crazy on top of that because he's 38 years old and his son is 19 years old. This dude wasn't even 20 years. He wasn't even a fucking adult when he had his child. Man, that's crazy. I mean, he was a very young person when he had his son. You know, they're up here trying to fucking kill each other. Excuse me. They're up here trying to kill each other. And because you dumb, senseless ass niggas, and see, this is the thing. This shit happens very often where innocent people are killed, you know, in crossfire. I mean, I think it was just like 2-3 weeks ago, my neighbors across the street had a fucking shootout, or at least some people they were associated with had a fucking shootout. Anybody over here could have got killed. Any one of these, my neighbors over here could have been innocent bystanders caught up in fucking gunfire. I mean, it was so bad that there was at least like 30 shots, you know, going back and forth. Anybody could have been killed just because these two fucking knuckleheads want to go out there and have a dispute in the middle of the street. Same thing as these fucking idiots right here. And it's sad. I mean, this shit happens very often where innocent people are killed all the time. Where young kids are killed all the time. I remember hearing about that shit growing up. You know, these young kids sleeping in their bed, drive-by shooting, and these kids never wake up. Because there's some fucking knuckleheads, man. If I had it my way, I would throw all these fucking people in the fucking pit. I swear, and I would have no fucking remorse. All these people who have no regards for people's lives, I'll throw them all in the fucking pit. I'll throw all of them. All these people who hinder humanity, and I mean like who are detrimental, all these people who have detrimental lifestyles towards humanity, I'll fucking destroy them all. I'm not even playing. I would. And I'll sleep good every fucking night. I would. Because people like these two fucking clowns, let me see if I can find their fucking pictures. I mean, it's sad. A fucking father and son wanted to kill each other. Me and my dad, we had issues, but never was there a time where I wanted to kill anybody in my fucking family. Never was there a time. Man, that's sad. A fucking 38-year-old and his 19-year-old son. Because they want to be fucking idiots now this young girl's dead. She had dreams. She had ambitions that would never be met simply because of these fucking evil bastards, man. If y'all want to kill each other, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. You know, go out to the fucking forest. Have your little fucking showdown there. Don't do it around innocent fucking people. People who has nothing to do with your fucking beef, your issues. I mean, it's 2016. Black people are being killed. We're being lynched by fucking cops, and you dumbasses still want to get out here and kill your own fucking people. You know, I know that people say, "Oh yeah, black people kill each other more than white people kill blacks." Yeah, white people kill white people more than blacks kill white people. That it works the same with every fucking race. Yeah, I know the statistics. You know, with that. And I know that blacks kill blacks more, and you know they try to use that as the argument about like, what about Black Lives Matter since blacks kill blacks? That shit shouldn't matter. Y'all griping and bitch about nothing. Talking about white people killing blacks, but yet y'all kill each other more than any other race does. It's the same any fucking race. And with knowing that, yeah, it's true. Yeah, we kill ourselves more than whites kill us, and more than cops kill us. But we're not going to ignore the fact that the reason why we're doing that is rooted in white supremacy and the racist system that we have here in the United States. And also, I'm not going to ignore the fact that, that, yeah, okay, yeah, we're killing each other, but I'm not going to ignore the fact that you guys are still killing us too. I'm not going to let one overshadow the other. Yeah, it's a fucking problem. Like Chicago, that's a fucking problem that needs to be dealt with. If I could, I would start like a fucking, like a new Black Panther. I'm talking about real Black Panthers. Like the ones back in the 60s, and actually putting that shit into fruition. Even though they were trying to, but I'm talking against the new Party Black Panther, which are just, it's a bunch of fake shit. But I would really start an organization that would police our fucking communities and get rid of everybody who wants to do in our community, even if that's fucking black people. These no good niggas out here who are killing their own people, who are destroying their own communities by selling these heavy drugs in their communities. Yeah, I'd kill them in a heartbeat. I'd destroy them if I could, because they're killing innocent people like her. And I know that people are like, oh, there's people, I've seen comments, I read comments and stuff saying, oh, that's what she gets. She look at her Twitter post and all that stuff, because one of these websites had posted, well, a couple of them had posted her Twitter account, and yeah, she was saying some shit that almost every fucking teenager says. Yeah, she was calling people bitches, and she was even making light about the shootout until she got shot, of course. But it's like, come on, she's a fucking teenager. That's what teenagers do. And I'm not gonna, demonize her just because of that. Yeah, she's probably wasn't living a godly lifestyle, but I'm not gonna demonize his sister because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever she did, that's up to her and the Most High right now, because that's where she's at right now. She gotta deal with that. She gotta walk that out. But I'm not gonna turn on the sister and say that she deserved to die because of that, because of her Twitter post and shit like that. Because people were saying that she was ratchet and all this other crap. Who gives a fuck? She's just a fucking kid, man. And I think it's really sad, because when you watch the video of her friend explaining the whole incident, they were like, the shootout was so bad, they were like crawling on the ground, and I guess she had got struck when she was on the ground. And when they got her into the car, she was saying something about like, you guys gotta help me or something like that. So this girl, she was afraid. I can just imagine that whole incident, how traumatizing it is for the friends to see their friend shot. She's begging for them to help her, and there's nothing they can do for her, and they watch her die in front of them. That's gonna stick with them for the rest of their lives, and that's just sad. Really it is. They talk about their friend, like, when they got her to the hospital, I guess like one of the physicians or somebody in the ER like had grabbed her and was like trying to pull her so that they can help her, and like I guess they felt her leaving right then and there, and that's sad, man. That's sad. I know how to be terrifying for that girl, man, and I really can sympathize with her family and with her. It's sad. It really is. It's a shame. It's a shame that these niggas out here are just so fucking selfish, so evil, with no fucking regard for their people. I bet these same fucking niggas out here who are killing each other will sit there and complain in a heartbeat and say, oh, these cops are fucking harassing us, they're fucking killing us and all this shit. But yeah, look at you fuckers. Y'all out here killing each other, man. You out here killing your own fucking people. I'm not talking about black people in general. I'm talking about these niggas, man. These niggas out here. And white people like to say, oh, well, y'all killing each other. Where's the Black Lives Matter? Where's the Black Lives Matter then? Well, people all the time fucking march, protest, and have candlelight visuals for people who are killed by other black people. It happens all the time. It's just that the news don't show it. Because they want these racial tensions, these false, fake racial tensions. That's all it is. All this racial tension is fucking false and fake. But me, I like talking about the real shit. And this is different from most of my videos, because most of my videos I talk about, shit white people do to blacks and stuff like that. But this is an issue too. It's a problem too. It's just as fucking big as white people killing us, because we are letting our fucked up mentality that has been warped because of the racist bullshit system that we have been in for literally hundreds of fucking years. We have been in this system so long that it has literally warped our fucking brains. And we're out here killing each other. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about this shit because it's a fucking problem, especially when young kids' lives are being cut short because of this nonsense. Sad. It really is. I know that the parents are going through a lot right now. But you people need to be more responsible with your fucking kids. If your kid is under 18 years old, they're still a minor. They need parental guidance. Why the fuck is your... I'm just not getting over that shit at all. I'm not. Let your fucking 15-year-old daughter drive off, because I believe they were driving. Drive off with 3 of her other 15-year-old friends who probably aren't even driving legally. Why are you allowing her to go off? Why are your kids even out 4 fucking a.m. in the morning? That's club hours. I mean, that's past club fucking hours. You know what I'm saying? That's past club hours. Clubs are closed by 4 fucking a.m. Why is your daughter even out past that time? She's not even old enough to even go to a fucking adult club. Why? That's sad. Sad. Man, I'm tired. It's 1:30. It's a shame. It really is. Well, that's all I have to say. Talk to you later. Shalom. Peace.